I have this friend, he has a phone that can IM, he can instant message, and so now I really want him to die because I'm sick of getting these fucking messages from him on his phone. I'm in a shoe store. That's the whole message. We're not secret agents. I don't need to know where you are. So I get this message from him. He says, I'm on an airplane in Seattle. So I wrote back and I said, well, I hope your plane crashes. And he gets pissed off and he calls me, take it back. We're about to take off. I'm like, fuck you. I hope it crashes. I don't have to take it back. Hope it crashes twice. Hope it crashes and kills Haffy and they go, fuck it, let's try again. And they take off and crash again. I hope that happens. Sincerely, I hope it. And he tries to make, he goes, well, how are you going to feel now if my plane crashes after you went and said that? I'm like, are you shitting me? That would be amazing. To know that I can do that? I'd happily trade your life for knowledge of my powers. He's one of those guys who just makes you hate him because, you know when you have a friend that you hate, you can't break up with your friends, you know? He always starts conversations that I don't want to have. You know, he's like, hey, what would you do if you had a time machine? I'm like, fuck you. I don't... You know what? I wouldn't use it. I just let it sit in my house. I'd put a drink on it. And yeah, I got a time machine. I never even wanted it. I don't know. I'm not interested. I'd use it to go back 30 minutes ago and punch you in the fucking face before you asked me that. That's all. One use. So he goes, well, here's what I would do. Because of course that's the whole fucking point of asking me, is to stare at me while I say mine and then say his. So he said if he had a time machine, he would kill Hitler. Like he would go back and kill Hitler. I love that he thinks he can just kill Hitler just because he just goes back there and walk up and kill the dude. And I was thinking, that's a noble purpose for a time machine. I would do it. But I would have gone back then, but I wouldn't have killed Hitler. I would have raped him. That's what I thought. Because I think that would have been enough. I think that would have stopped him from doing all that shit. If he had been raped by me, he never would have pulled any of that stuff, man. Should we invade Poland? No, I'll just take a shower. I don't feel good. He would have... Low self-esteem and, you know... I'm not condoning rape, obviously. You should never rape anyone. Unless you have a reason, like you want to fuck somebody and they won't let you, in which case, what other option do you have? How else are you supposed to have an orgasm in their body if you don't rape them? I mean, what the fuck? Okay, that's fucked up.
What do you got in? Brooke Hogan?
I was wondering if Brooke Hogan, what she sounds like acoustically. Or is she lip syncing?
No, she's probably, what can we do?
Can you pot it up? Very, very interested.
Heard this name of the song is Hey Yo.
Boo!
I know you and me, it seems weird, but
Who is that faggot? Who is that Jerry curled faggot who's playing with her? He's got shiny jeans.
What a fruit.
This way in a minute. Hey, you and me, are you with it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, God, what is with him?
And you know that I'd ride for you.
No, you're not.
Oh my God, this is
I know
horrible.
you won't suffer.
Yeah, I will if I hear this anymore.
Yeah, this is really bad.
I promise to show you I love that can win.
He could go over.
Feel like Christmas.
Oh.
How does he go over anyone's house and sit in on their couch?
Yeah, exactly. How's he a person?
Fucking wet all over there.
Take our time, okay? Time, okay?
All right.
But I had to let
I'm sorry I even brought it up.
That's one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life.
That's really,
bad, huh?
really bad.
That's horrible.
Oh boy.
I'd rather listen to my mom beg for mercy while somebody kills her. That was horrible. Hey, that guy's wearing like a glovey thing.
What, a Michael Jackson glove?
No, it's worse. Look on his left hand, on his guitar hand. It's like a hand brace, but it's sparkly. It's like when you get a sprained wrist.
Yeah.
But it's sparkly. No, that wasn't good. You can't stop the song for your shit note that didn't work.
It's your crappy.
He's just making it up now.
Yeah. All right.
Look at his hand. Look at his hand.
Yeah. He's got sparkly
So
wrist
the new
brace
album
on.
is out right now in the stores.
Oh, you ugly
What can you tell
whore.
us about
Fuck
the
you.
album?
You fucking retard.
Well, he's very talented. He's really, really talented.
No, he's not. Neither are you, you
We're good
fucking
friends. We
stupid
have
cunt.
blast together, and we love making
God
music
damn it.
together.
When do you hit
the road, Colby? You guys
Fucking
gonna actually
boring,
We're
fucking
gonna do some shows
stupid,
together,
ugly,
a
common,
single. And,
fucking
you're
two-bit
working on a
stripper.
tour and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm just doing
She comes over and says, "Do you want a private dance?" And I go, "No." I go, "No, I'm waiting for somebody interesting looking."
To talk with us about her family life. I mean,
Fucking
plus we have author,
dime a
columnist,
dozen blonde,
here.
fucking
Holy shit.
father famous for being a buffoon, idiot.
very curious about your
Fucking.
She even knows the guy isn't talented because she had to go, yeah, he's really talented.
he's really
Yeah, exactly.
talented.
Oh, really? That's what I just heard was good? Oh, thanks.
Yeah. You know the shit you just heard?
That's like everybody that has a boyfriend where they're like, "Oh, yeah, no, he's really great." Really?
Yeah, he's great.
It's funny because I just heard him. Oh, thanks for telling me because it sounded like shit.
It sounded like it wasn't good. I love when
No,
people
I
tell you
listened to
people are
her
funny.
on this show. She was on, and I was like, "Shut!" She ruined my morning. I hate her.
Yeah,
because
she
my
wrecked
morning, I drop my kids off, and then I listen to you guys on my way back.
And it was her.
And there's trying to be funny and fucking.
We had her arm wrestle, though.
I didn't get that far. It's the first time I've switched. I
You
switched
gotta
the fucking
sometimes.
station.
That's not
I
good to hear.
understand. You gotta.
Well,
She arm wrestled
keep that
probably
in
with
mind.
too.
She makes people like me turn your show off.
That's good to know for next time. We go, hey, Brooke, would you arm wrestle Robert
Yeah.
Kelly? And she goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of insulting to ask a girl to arm wrestle a guy?
Why? What do you mean? Like,
Because she's a bruiser.
oh, because she's got big fat arms. I see what you mean.
Why else would I say, would you arm
I
wrestle
see,
Robert
yeah.
Kelly?
I don't know. I hate that people like her exist. I mean, it's the worst. It's just so many generations down from mattering. You know what I mean? Like Hulk Hogan even shouldn't matter. He's
Yeah.
a joke. He's a fringe celebrity.
And then Hulk's
But now he's a
family.
fucking mainstream, right down. Like he's gonna get he's gonna be at the Kennedy honors with the president someday.
Yeah.
Cause he, just for being fucking stupid spectacle in front of other people. And his fucking daughter, his grown-up cum gets to be on TV and play a song with her faggot boyfriend. And everybody's got to act like it's good.
And sparkly wrist brace.
And she comes to this building and you guys have her, everybody has to have her on and act like, and so then what happened with your dad? Who gives a shit?
He's making us look bad.
Fuck her. No, you have to do it. How do you not do it? If I had this, look, if I had this show, I'd go, can we get
know
her,
what?
please?
Louis
And I'd be
is,
nice to her.
A dose of reality.
You're giving a little taste. There's no problem there. That's why we do like you.
Louis is a dose of reality, man.
Yep.
He's right. He's right.
Yeah, we didn't get much reaction after the Brooke Hogan interview yesterday.
No.
Louis C.K.
It's
Now we
sleep.
feel really bad about ourselves as broadcasters.
It's America sleeping.
Let's get the horse fuck story on.
Yes.
Gravity was fucked
Smoking.
Gravity.
That didn't freak you out a little bit?
Well, 3D IMAX High. Like, you know how they have those logos? It should say, like, 3D IMAX High is the best way to see a movie like Gravity.
Yeah.
I didn't otherwise I didn't like the performances.
Right.
And I didn't know why these are the people
That were in the
who are
movie?
being called the astronauts.
Right.
Yeah.
It's two people, and you could have gotten anybody.
They should have just had
It wouldn't
two.
have been these two, terrific, made great contributions to theater of the
Right.
screen.
Yes, of course.
But why fill their faces with chemicals to make sure they look like astronauts? I mean, you could get, there's so many people.
Right.
And also the idea that she's like a reluctant astronaut. There's no such thing as like someone's like, oh, I mean, the other thing didn't work out, so I'm an astronaut.
Yeah.
And
So
I hate
astronaut
space.
was something to fall back on.
Yeah, I'm so stressed out when I'm in space.
Like a trade.
Yes. This is what would happen if you're like, what she's some scientist. You go to NASA if you got a interview.
Yeah.
Okay, you be her, okay?
All right.
And I'm going to ask you about how you feel about the program and sound a little hesitant.
Okay.
Okay, so how are you excited to try out to be an astronaut?
Get the fuck out of here now. Get the fuck out of my office. There's the greatest people alive do this.
Right.
Everybody
Get the
wants
fuck
that
outta
gig.
here.
And it's their dream from the second they left the womb.
Right.
All they want to do is go
right.
into
They
space.
never give up on being an astronaut.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're obsessed with being an astronaut and you are the best at everything that you do,
Yeah.
you're still going to wash out and not get to space.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
And yet this fucking like, ugh. And I get vertigo. No, you don't. Fuck you. And you know, I don't know, whatever.
And then,
But you know, when you're that fucking stoned,
Yeah.
and you're in the picture and you're going
Yeah.
inside of the helmet, looking at the world from inside the helmet, it's pretty cool.
Not a freak out, though? You're not a freak out pot guy where it's like, this is like fucking freaking me out.
No, because they don't know I'm watching them, so they're not interacting with me. If I interact with human beings who are looking at
that'll
me, I
freak
don't
out
like
a little bit.
that would be the
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
The vastness of space thing would get me a little.
No, I could fall right into that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
excited.
Okay.
Except for I was getting also irritated by the lack of truth with the physics, because they had an opportunity to teach people physics.
You're right. Where did
And
they
it-
fail?
Were
It's
they
a
really
bunch of
off?
shit.
There was a couple of times where they said they were off, like when they were holding each other's fingers. They said all she would have had to do in real life was just pull back gently, and he would have come right back.
That's right. There's
Yeah,
the whole, basically the entire crux of the drama of the movie was a giant fuck you to physics.
Physics.
The idea
faux
that
pas.
she's holding him and there's some force pulling him more and more, like an increasing force from what? There's nothing. There's no.
Centrifugal force, was it?
No, I don't think
Were they
so.
spinning?
Nope.
No, they weren't.
They weren't
then,
spinning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, although if she pulled like
A
that.
teeny bit, he would have come right back.
But
And also, when
she
she's
would have gone
spinning,
forward, too.
when she's spinning,
Yeah.
and she's going,
Yeah.
oh god, close your fucking eyes, close them. You're not feeling it. You're not feeling yourself spin.
right.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
That's all you
Because
would
the
have to
Earth is
do.
doing this.
It's
spinning
all
around.
relative.
Close your eyes
Like
for
the Earth. So
60 seconds.
yeah.
She wouldn't even have to be reminded, but even if, honey, close your eyes. All right. Okay, good. I'm good.
Everything's fine
I'm
now.
good.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. But I wouldn't have thought of that if I was spinning away into nothingness either. She probably just forgot.
She forgot.
Yeah, no, she's clumsy and forgetful.
Hesitant.
She's like Lucy. And,
When George asked her where she's from, like when they know all that,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
took me out of the movie. I'm like,
Yep.
they would know all that
You have
before they
any
went up
kids?
there, right? But yeah. So tell me about you. Where are you
They
from?
would know everything about
Every
each
detail.
other.
What did they talk about during the training? He just kept saying your cunt stinks a lot. That's all he talked about in the training is how her
that
cunt
was the
was.
first 1,000 things he said. 1,001 was where you from.
Yeah,
Where
do
you
you have
from?
any kids ever fall out of that dump?
Yeah, and guess what? If you have like a background that's edgy, like your son died,
Right.
they want, we're not putting you in space.
Right.
That's going to come up.
That could be a problem.
Yeah,
It's gonna come
you're
up.
gonna bum everybody out with that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need you up there all of a sudden waxing fantastic about your kid
No.
and
Worthless.
fucking things up.
No,
Wow,
billions of dollars that shit costs up there.
they had
They need boring, steel, fucking nerved people.
Right. You ever watch some of those guys on camera when they're having a spacewalk? Like they've got to replace that giant cooling unit that's the size of a refrigerator. Their dialogue back and forth is just the most
Mundane.
technical, dull,
right.
Yeah.
fucking, the bolt is out.
Right.
Well, like
Right.
if you ever listen to black box recordings to fall asleep
Yeah,
at night,
yeah.
have you ever jack off to black box recordings?
yes. Yeah, voice recording.
Yes, they have some on YouTube and
I've
stuff.
seen. I've actually was listening to some of those just last week.
Yeah.
I
Jesus.
swear. They're
Well,
fucking
they are
tragic.
the
Challenges
pilots,
are going, right.
even in the worst conditions, are
Yeah.
steel until the very last second.
Yeah, then you get
They're
the
like,
old,
okay, we're going to try this. We're going to try this. This didn't work. This didn't work. The wing came off. We're going down. We're 50 yards from the ground. I'm dead. It's the last sound. It's like,
It is the last.
But they're not
right
panicking.
before it, they're like, we'll try this. We'll
Yeah.
try this.
Yeah.
That's what all pilots are like. And people in space are like the 0.00001% best of
that.
those people.
Right.
That's
Crazy.
That's exactly what it was.
That guy
too.
Sully, who landed the plane on the Hudson,
Yeah.
with steel nerves, he would have washed out. He would have never made it.
Never would have made it to
No.
space.
Yeah.
Something fucked up there. He would have been fucked. But meanwhile, in the plane, we're not going to make it. We're in the river.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
We're going to
pretty
try the river.
We're going to try the river.
We're going to try the river.
That's literally what he said.
Right.
Wow.
I made an ass of myself with Ed Norton once.
What'd you do?
He came into the cellar to see Jeff Ross, because he's putting him in a movie or something.
So Jimmy, what happened?
So
I was busy.
He didn't get the.
Well,
his big thing is Edward Norton, his good friend, comes down to see him.
Yes,
at the Cellar.
He was there recently too.
Apparently, he goes down and sees a lot of comics and puts some of them in movies.
Yeah, but who knows what the movie's about? He couldn't need an old Walter Matthau-looking man, and that's why Jeff was hired.
Perfect for the part.
But so Jeff went on and he did his set, and then I went on after him, and Norton stayed in the room. And I just killed. I had a great set. And so him and Jeff were hanging out in a booth upstairs afterwards. And I don't even care who Ed Norton is, but he's a celebrity, and part of me just wants him to say something nice. Yeah. So I kind of started standing around their booth looking like I'm doing things I'm not doing, hoping that he's going to go, hey, you were awesome. And I just didn't get any play. I kept trying to get in his line of sight. It's fucking pathetic. It's fucking pathetic.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Totally helpless to those feelings. I don't know what made me do it. And then finally I just fucking walked past their booth, which wasn't like the comics booth. It was very out of my way, looking like, I'm leaving out this way anyway. And said goodbye to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, see you later. I never would say goodbye to Jeff Ross on the way out of a car. I got to say goodbye to Jeff Ross. I can't let him. In a million years, I wouldn't say goodbye to him. I fucking almost don't like him. And then Norton. So I say goodbye to Jeff, and then I finally just look him right in the fucking face and force him to. He goes, "Hey, it was good, and then continues talking to him.
Oh wow! You made him give you a compliment.
I made him.
Oh my God!
I made him either tell me to fuck off. I gave him a choice between tell me to fuck off or tell me I did a good job. Barely.
It sounds like he gave you a little of both.
A little of both.
Yeah.
He did.
Good. Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking useless.
You want so much validation. The other night.
Because that's what we made the show every week fresh. So
I gotta ask, how did you get Paul Simon to do the theme song?
Well, so Paul Simon, there's a guy who does music for my series Louie on FX. This guy Matt, who he's a very good musician, and he did some session work with Paul Simon. And Paul said to him, "Hey, I really like Louis' series," and because he knew he'd do the music, and he just told him nice things about me. So I asked him for Paul's email, because I wanted to tell Paul Simon, his music is very important in my life. Like, it's a big deal. Mm-hmm. And when I was divorced and starting to have custody of my kids on my own, I would sing them Paul Simon songs. I mean, Simon and Garfunkel, but he wrote them. So to me, it's not the two of them singing them. They're his songs. So I would sing the songs to my kids, and it was a big deal to me. So I just wrote him a thing saying, I appreciate your work. That's all. And then he wrote back. He was nice. And then we would meet at like SNL things. He's a big friend of Lorne Michaels. So we had dinner one night. And then I had his email. So one day I thought, fuck it, I'm going to write. I wrote him and said, would you please do the theme song for my show?
Wow, amazing.
And he said, yeah, what the hell? And so we did it. I went to his house in his recording studio and sat and watched him create a song.
He actually wrote it?
Yeah, he wrote it and played it. And
did he see all the episodes first?
He read them all first because they weren't done.
Right.
Yeah, so he read all the episodes that I'd written 8 of them. So he read the scripts. And then he asked me what I was looking for, and like, he was very generous.
Right.
Like, what do you want it to feel like? And he played a few things for me, and he's like, is this okay? I'm like, yeah, it's all amazing. Like, how do I fucking, I'm like, nah, not that world-class guitar.
Right. Yeah, that one's just okay.
Yeah.
How do you do that to Paul Simon? You'll take whatever he hands into you.
That's right.
But that's the ability to just ask. You don't know something until you say
and
something.
you might say, and also so many people, you don't know what you think. Everybody, it's like the hot girl that nobody asks to the prom because she's a disgusting whore and you don't want to touch her. No, like the girl who everybody thinks she's got a date and nobody asks her. It's like the people like that are legendary. He's like, it's a new show, a new thing. Mm-hmm. It's got value to him. Like, to be asked. Also, it sure doesn't hurt his feelings to be asked something.
True.
Right.
By somebody he likes.
He could have easily said, that's very nice, but I can't do it. And then it would have made him, give him a little cheer.
Do you think you would have asked him if you knew he wasn't a fan of the show? Like, if you didn't hear that he knew your show?
I mean, sure. Yeah. I wouldn't. If I thought of somebody else who I didn't have a connection with, but I knew I could get to. Like, my manager's got one great skill. He's got a few great skills, but one of the best is that he can get anybody's phone number.
Right.
So I tell him, like, I need to reach this person. And then so I'll call them or write them and say, that's the thing I've built over the last few years. I'll go to anybody and ask them to do something.
Do you talk to them first, or do you get right into it? Especially, like, do they ever say, how'd you get my number?
Yeah, sure. Joe Pesci said that. How'd you get my fucking number? He was just a little mad.
And what'd you tell him?
We had a long conversation, and then at the end of it, he said, "Hey, just one more thing. How did you get my fucking number?" And I was like, "My manager's got this skill. I don't know how he got it. I don't know how he got it." Okay, because nobody really has this number. And anyway, it worked out. He's a good guy, but
well, he doesn't take pictures in airports, though.
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't either.
I was on the same flight with him, and I'm like, "Come on, I'm not. I just want a picture with you. I don't want. I'm not going to post it or anything." And I saw him fucking sleep with his mouth wide open on a plane. I'm like, I could have filmed you. I did. I just want a picture.
I got one with him years ago.
Did you?
Kevin James introduced us outside the Comedy Cellar, and Pesci actually got out of the car to take a picture.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
nice.
None too pleased about it.
No, I got that.
2003. So you called him.
Yeah.
And you asked him, and or you talked to him, and
I asked him to play Uncle Pete, the part that Alan Alda played. I wrote it for Pesci, and he said no. I mean, I went to his house and we read it looked at it together, and there's a whole scene in one episode where he tells his son not to eat pussy, and that's all right out of Pesci's mouth. I mean, he said all that to me.
Well,
he told me in a very paternal way to never.
Oh, he meant it.
Yeah.
Why? What was the reason?
I don't want to say so much about him personally, but shit. I mean, he told me I could put it in the show.
Oh yeah, in Dublin, I was horrible. They hated me. I actually had 2, but I didn't write about the first one.
Well, so you just bombed.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's funny because I went back the next night. I had a great set, and towards the end, I realized, hey, some of this stuff was actually doing great last night. The set stunk.
Yeah,
it just was one of those where people were going instead of laughing.
Sure,
literally.
Never a good response.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. I opened with 3 diarrhea jokes in a row.
Right.
And I think that was a mistake.
Okay.
Like really front loading the set with diarrhea.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a room splitting subject.
It's not a way to win over a crowd who are possibly indifferent.
Not generally.
And also slightly aggressive because you're American.
That's
so you've already got to win people over.
I think that my own crowds in the States, because most people that come to see me know who I am and are eager to see me, so I think they've carried me a little by letting me open with 5 minutes of diarrhea material.
Sure.
But it was an important set because it made me realize that the diarrhea jokes weren't honest. I felt they were funny, but they really weren't from the heart, the diarrhea jokes.
Not from the heart, certainly.
No, they were good.
Yeah.
Best
Great.
diarrhea jokes
you don't
you'll
want
ever
to,
hear.
You don't want to give them to us now, though. We have to come and see you.
No, I'll tell them to you. I don't care.
How offensive are they for Sunday afternoon?
I already said diarrhea 4 or 5 times, so it doesn't
well, yeah,
get
the
any
word
worse than that.
diarrhea is not that. It's problematic. It's whether you get particularly graphic.
I don't get, and actually I've ruined the first one because it's a surprise is that the joke's about, because I say that I went to a pub where their bathroom was very small and they didn't have toilets. They only had urinals for the men, and luckily I had diarrhea, so it wasn't a problem. But also that they didn't have toilet paper, so I had to use that hand blower thing and just sort of bake it on.
Sure.
And then as people
you very much split the room here,
right,
Louis?
And then as people are reeling from that, I say I actually do have diarrhea right now. I'm not sick. I have some in my fridge in a jug. It's the difference between the 2 meanings of the word "have" is that I'm not stricken by diarrhea. I possess it. About a gallon.
Yeah, and
so those 3. In case somebody like a neighbor wants to borrow some diarrhea. Hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So those are 3 jokes that I'm proud of.
Yeah, do you know what?
But they're not true. I don't have diarrhea, and I didn't go to a place where there was. I did go to a place where there's only a urinal, but I didn't diarrhea into it.
I'm looking forward to finding out
with
how my gran reacts to this show, because she does listen every week.
Oh, does she really?
She listens every week.
So she'll talk afterward and she'll say, "I wasn't fond of the fellow with the poop jokes."
Yes, because my grandmother is Dame Judi Dench.
Yes, she is. I don't care. Sure. You're all the same. And then she'll probably have she'll probably be upset that I didn't do something. Why didn't he ask the ladies if they had some toilet paper? Like, she's probably going to complain that I didn't problem solve better.
Sure, she's going to look through the logic of it. Yeah.
That's what your grandma's like, right?
Well, this is slagging off my gran. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal. You've been listening to a lot of Pulp, haven't you, Louis?
Yeah, I do listen to Pulp a lot.
Great, you'll love this then.
Oh, great. I'm excited.
Louis C.K.'s musical choice.
Yeah.
Pulp, Common People. Yeah, he's very much down with the kids. We're talking to Louis C.K., American comedian. Somewhere I heard award-winning. It seems not difficult to win an award.
No,
in
you
comedy.
can always win an award.
So are you award-winning, or?
I did enough for being a comedian.
Right.
It was for saving a lot of lives.
Sure, yeah.
Congressional Medal of Honor. And the George thing. I just learned that on Richard and Judy.
Yeah, we should point out, you may have caught Louis on Richard and Judy's program. Judy was away.
Yeah, so
recovering from knee surgery
Baby
or something.
Spice.
So it was Baby Spice, the obvious choice to interview
Right.
a sort of abrasive American comic.
Well, the guy before me was a war hero who fell on a grenade to help his friends. And it was weird to watch because it was an incredible story, but he never really got to tell it. Because first, the Richard guy kept just trying to guess at what it felt like. He didn't just say what it feel like. Did it feel like this? The guy's like, kind of. I knew it. How about this? Did it feel like this too? And then they had an expert there, a woman who was an expert on bravery, and they asked her, while the guy sat there, what kind of a fellow would do such a thing. And she explained very dryly what it was like to jump
To be a brave person.
Yeah, and the guy sat there just kind of tapping his toes and going, okay,
Yeah.
glad I could be here.
And then it got kind of sticky towards the end of your interview when he slagged off Chris Rock.
Yeah, they mentioned Chris Rock because they asked me if where I won an Emmy, and they knew where I wanted it on the Chris Rock show, but they made me say it so that he could go, oh, Chris Rock. Whoa, that Chris Rock, and sort of shake his fists and get angry. And I didn't understand why. They explained to me afterwards that he felt Chris was rude to him when he was on the show.
Right. It's good to see that he's been able to move on beyond that, you
Yeah.
know, as a talk show host.
Yeah.
Let that go.
Yeah, I don't think Chris actually like stood up and said, screw you or something. I think it was just a vibe he got.
Right, okay.
And he's still carrying it, which is crazy.
Let it go, Richard.
I think so.
And because I'm very excited to come and see the live show, looking for free tickets.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be crazy for me to
I'll
pay.
see what I can do.
See what you can do. I'm not sure yet when I'm going to be available. But you've not really performed over here before. Why now? Why have you suddenly decided to come over?
I used to do clubs here back when I was a young fella. I used to come here and do like this Comedy Store and stuff. I always loved working here. But then I had kids, and it's hard to make trips overseas when you have kids. So, and I always had TV shows and stuff that I worked on, so it was hard to clear the time.
Yeah.
But now I'm divorced, and so it was easy.
So she's got the kids.
Yeah, and actually I'm going to see the kids in a week in Italy. But yeah, so this was the time to do it.
And what do you do with yourself here? Because you look like the kind of guy I imagine. Is it cocaine and hookers most evenings?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Do you mean you've got that look?
Just
I don't think anyone would be surprised if you were found dead in a
piles
motel.
of
No one would
hookers.
be surprised.
No, they wouldn't be.
But what's your how do you occupy your time? Are you as misanthropic as I imagine you are?
Yeah, I'm pretty. I don't
socialize.
No, I don't. And I've had friends that have said, "Oh, I have a friend in London who can show you around town." And I can't think of anything more disgusting to imagine than some person I don't know going, "Hey, let's go over here now."
I had to go to a
just
wedding.
Let me go back to my room so I can masturbate and fall asleep.
Sure. I had to go to a wedding, and is this a tradition in the States?
I had to go to a wedding. Nobody goes. I got to go to
sometimes
a
you
wedding.
do.
I
Sometimes
got
you
to
do.
go.
Sometimes you
no,
do.
I know, but that's how everyone thinks of it. I had to go.
Exactly. But do you have this tradition in America where sometimes people feel that it would be nice to not just let you sit on a table with your friends, but to put you on a table with relative strangers?
Right.
So you've got a forced conversation, like they sort of feel like it's our special time, we found each other, maybe you'd like to meet someone, not for romantic purposes,
No,
just
that's
maybe
the
you need
thing.
more friends, you need new friends, you've not seen your old friends for 6 months, but we haven't time for you to socialise with them,
No.
so you've got to make conversation with other people. That doesn't strike me as something you would enjoy.
That's like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
And when I got married, my wife did that. She like fantasized about the tables. And it's why I divorced her, because of that. But, 9 years later, but it built up. The anger built up.
It's like Richard Madeley with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
It just builds and simmers, and in the end.
Exactly. Can't take it anymore. No, I think that is a route. And now that I'm divorced, also, I have friends that try to introduce me to guys. Not because they think I'm gay, but because they think I need more friends. Like, I will meet any woman. I love women, and I will meet them, even if there's no chance to have sex with them. I love talking to women.
Yeah.
So, yes, introduce me to a girl.
But guys...
They'll say, like, you should meet this guy. Why? Because he's cool. You would like him. And I want to murder them. I want to kill everybody involved. Why do I want to just meet some person?
I know. Arbitrary.
Yeah, just,
find as
you
well-
guys would really hit it off. Yeah, if I worked really hard, I could probably get a squeeze a conversation out of that faggot.
It makes sense that God would be a woman, doesn't it? Because you're raised by your mom. I think the reason we made God a man in our cultures is because we want to make sense of the fact that men are in charge. Because otherwise it doesn't really make any sense. Because women, you start with the woman. It's the thing people like to ask, like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Of course it's the egg. Because you can't just make a chicken. You can't just go chicken. You gotta start with an egg and grow chicken. And then people say, oh, well, where did the egg come from? From a chicken, you idiot. The point is, women birthed us, women raised us, so why aren't they running things? I think I know why. I think it's because millions of years ago, women were in charge, and they were mean, they were horrible. They made us walk around naked, and they'd laugh at you, and they'd flick your penis when you walk by. They were awful. But what could you do? It's your mom and her friends. Like, what could you possibly do about it? And then one guy punched his mom, and we were like, we can hit them! But that's why men are mean to women today, because we're terrified of them.
I remember I was in a taxi, I think in New York, and the driver was Muslim, and there was a woman crossing in front of us, and he honked at her because she went after the light had turned, and she gave him the finger. And he said to me, do you know, in my country, if a woman show you this finger, I could get out, beat her to death, and if I drive by here a week later, she'd still just be laying there. Like nobody would even clean it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm thinking of buying a goat. Because I want to have a trash can that I can make love to. So that's why I'm going to buy a goat. So I can have sex with a trash can. I can do that with a trash can I have now, but a goat has a vagina. That makes it a lot better. I don't care that you're upset. I'm still getting the goat.
I'm watching TV and Tasha's making me laugh, so I wrote a tweet saying, your show makes me laugh. And then I put it down, and then like 2 days later I come home and I read these like bloggers and like Hollywood reporters, Louis C.K. defends Daniel Tosh amid rape joke controversy. I had no idea. He got in trouble for making some jokes about rape, and I didn't know about it. And so I'm a defender of rape. That's what everybody says now. And I've read all this stuff like, shame on you, Louis C.K., and I'll never watch your show. You're a rape apologist. I've been called a rape apologist because I said hi to a guy. Because I said, hey, nice show to a guy who everybody was mad at. So
you really got, you know the lesson here. Never go to Vermont.
No, it's dangerous. It's dangerously
dangerous place.
But here's the thing: this is like a fight between comedians and feminists, which are natural enemies. The biggest, easily, because stereotypically speaking, feminists can't take a joke, and stereotypically speaking, and comedians, Now, I've read some blogs during this whole thing that have made me enlightened to things I didn't know. This woman said how rape is something that polices women's lives, that they have a narrow corridor. They can't go out late, they can't go to certain neighborhoods, they can't dress a certain way, because they might get... Now, that's part of me now that it wasn't before, and I can still enjoy a good rape joke, so I have both of them. But here's the last thing I want to say about it. This is also about men and women, because a lot of people are trading blogs and things about this with each other. Couples are fighting about Daniel Tosh and rape jokes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've been reading in blogs. But they're both making a classic gender mistake, because the women are saying, here's how I feel about this, but they're also saying my feelings should be everyone's primary concern. Now, the men are making this mistake. They're saying your feelings don't matter, your feelings are wrong, and your feelings are stupid. If you've ever lived with a woman, you can't step in worse than that, than to tell a woman that her feelings don't matter. So to the men I say, listen to what the women are saying about this. To the women I say, now that we heard you, shut the up for a minute. And let's all get back together and kill the Jews. That's all I have to say about
it. Because child molesters are very tenacious people. They love molesting childs. It's crazy. It's like their favorite thing. I mean, it's so crazy, because when you consider the risk in being a child molester, speaking not of even the damage you're doing, but the risk, there is no worse life available to a human than being a caught child molester. And yet they still do it, which you can only really surmise that it must be really good. I mean, from their point of view, not ours, but from their point of view, it must be amazing for them to risk so much. How do you think I feel? It's my last show, probably. Because
love old ladies. I really do. I connect with old ladies because they don't care. They say whatever. The filter comes off around 72. 8-year-old boys and old ladies have the same sense of propriety. Because old ladies are on the way out. They're like a guy who just got fired and he's leaving the office with his box for the last time. You're fat, never liked you. They just say whatever. And old ladies talk to you in the middle of I'm walking through a supermarket and there's always an old lady like, it's ridiculous. I'm like, I know, don't buy it. Like, I don't know her. I connect with old ladies. They're my favorite demographic of person. I wish that I desired them. Sexually. I really do wish that I could get a boner from an old lady because I could find an old lady and spend the rest of her life.
I was talking about being 40, and now I'm 41, and how when you go to the doctor, they don't try to fix anything anymore. I go to the doctor because my ankle hurt for 3 months, and the doctor just says, yeah, your ankle's worn out. That's all.
Wear and tear.
Just take lots of leave. Yeah, that's what he said. And I'm like, well, what if I was an athlete? And he says, well, you're not an athlete, so no.
So we don't have to worry
keep
about
those options off the table. And so I'm grousing about that and getting some laughs. And so a person in that studio, this was on the radio, on the phone, goes, really? Because I would think at 40 you would still be getting some solutions from the doctor.
The hole.
Yeah, isn't that weird that it was...
The hole.
The chick.
I mean...
They insist
just
all these...
shuts, and all the laughter stops.
Yeah.
That's... I would think that at 40 the doctor would still come up with some options for you there.
Thank you.
Why did...
Fun kryptonite.
And so there's a pause, and then I go... Yeah, he didn't, is what I'm saying. Where I'm going with this is that he didn't. That's the engine of this piece of comedy. That's how it functions, is that it didn't.
Get it, dummy?
What are you helping by correcting the piece of comedy?
You would think.
The whole point of any piece of comedy is that you're inflating and exaggerating to a comedic effect. So it's the easiest thing to cut the legs out from under it. It's the easiest, stupidest, most worthless thing to do.
I hope you gave her this speech.
No, I didn't. I just said, I packed all of that into, he didn't is what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
And I just sat there so mad, and then the rest of the interview, I'm just like, yeah, and just answering questions, yes or no, and I just want to get off the phone.
Well, she doesn't understand because, again, we've said before that when certain holes just leak brains and humor out of them. And that's why when they're on a radio show, they just get up and their seat has funny on it, but the mic has none in it.
No, it's like the fun of the show is a balloon, and she literally put a vagina on the side of the balloon and let the fun out.
They insist on having the women part of these morning shows.
And then there was that was somewhere in Pennsylvania. I don't remember where. And then there was a show in Albany, and it's a show I really like doing. But we're talking about my kids, and I go, yeah, I've got 2 kids, and I'm divorced now, so I have my kids with me by myself all the time because we share custody, and it's hard. I have to have like I had to take a dump the other day, and I had to do it. Can I say that? They're not going to.
Oh yeah.
I had to do it with the door open because I got 2 kids to watch. Nobody else is home, so I can't unless I'm going to gather them into the bathroom to watch Daddy take a poop. I've got to have the door open while I'm watching the kids.
Right.
And she goes, same person, basically, just keeps moving other cities within the same morning somehow.
Same genitals,
same
different
day.
show.
Yeah. She goes, really? Because your daughter's 7, I would think that she could take care of herself while you're doing that.
Oh my God, that's not the point.
Oh
you
my
idiot.
God.
That's not the point.
And I was like, well, yeah. And then I went the other way with that one. I'm like, okay, that's how you want to do your show?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, I guess that's true. I guess she could have. You're right.
Just clotheslined your jokes.
Why would the Jews go into the bar? If they owned it, wouldn't they have been there already going over the books and the deliveries?
Yes.
Yeah, a guy who goes into a bar with a duck on his head, and the bartender says, what do you want, or something, and it's always the duck says something. Really, because I didn't think that ducks had the power of speech.
Yes. And why wouldn't the bartender comment on the duck as opposed to just speaking?
Really, because usually when I go to a bar, they don't even talk to me. They just seem real busy.
There's an easier way to keep them from jumping on the bed.
Yeah. Wouldn't a duck fall off?
They are horrendous when it comes to radio.
God.
They're like Andy Rooney with breasts. There's
no, but here's the thing is that I know many, many funny women, and I don't think it's a female trait.
No.
But no man has or will ever do that.
No.
in the history of my life.
You kind of know what's going on, and
Because only a hole would be that dumb. But as a sex, I don't believe that it's a trait.
On
No, I just
radio-
make. There's in improv, which is a boring art, but there's art to it, which is it's called yes and. That's the rule of improv. It means that if somebody posits a idea, you don't say nah, because you've just destroyed the whole show. You say yes and you add something. You accept their premise and you add to it and you keep building that way. You don't just go no. Although I did improv once, and I just because it made me look good and made them all look bad. I was the no guy, and I shut down every scene that started. They're like, "Oh, sir, isn't this the restaurant where everybody's crazy?" I'm like, "No, it's a fine restaurant. There's nothing going on."
Oh, okay. Could you please tell me where the silly restaurant is?
I never heard of any place like that.
Yes.
Why would anyone go to a place like that? When you want to eat something?
Yeah.
And everybody just, but I got huge laughs.
I'll have the steak then. That's
hilarious.
Oh, is that great? Screw him.
And there's all these American professional soldiers who fought in the Civil War, and some of them went west to fight the Indian Wars.
Yeah.
And then some of them said, fuck all this, and just became gunfighters and used this ability they had, which is exactly the same. It's why in Japan, I don't know if you watch Kurosawa movies, like samurai movies. You need to watch some things. Clint Eastwood?
Yeah.
Okay. Fistful of Dollars?
Yes.
Fistful of Dollars is a remake.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Of a Japanese movie, a black and white Japanese movie called Yojimbo. This is not like a hidden idea. This is a true Yojimbo. Magnificent Seven?
Mm-hmm.
You saw it?
Yes, I used to watch all those fucking movies.
Okay, so The Magnificent Seven is a remake
of
the Seven. Don't nod like you know it. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm
the
trying to get through the fucking story, if I'm being honest.
What?
Nothing, go ahead.
This is all has to do with presidents.
We gotta plow through these.
I know.
We're still at Hayes, and we're talking about Japanese movies.
The Seven Samurai this Magnificent Seven is a remake of the Seven Samurai. It's a total remake. Go watch these movies. It's amazing. Because the Japanese, I think it was called the medieval era, it was the same as our West because they had these wars with samurai. And then all those dynasties like broke up and it became just chaos and corrupted. They all became corrupt.
Yeah.
And so the samurai just wandered the hills called Ronin, and they just became swords for hire.
Yeah.
And so that was just exactly the same as gunmen. So these great Japanese movies about these swordsmen who were just out for hire in these towns where there was no law were precise, perfect.
And I saw a Korean Jesus. They had a Korean Jesus with the... Don't get mad. How else would I know? It was just what Korean Jesus. Ooh, whatever.
I remember I was in a taxi, I think in New York, and the driver was Muslim, and there was a woman crossing in front of us, and he honked at her because she went after the light had turned, and she gave him the finger. And he said to me, "Do you know in my country, if a woman show you this finger, I could get out, beat her to death, and if I drive by here a week later, she'd still just be laying there." Like nobody would even clean it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The truth is Jesus was black, but you don't see that often. Black Jesus. Hey, man, get me the fuck down from here. Whatever, all right.
Airplane one time, and a married couple came on, and they had been sat separately. There was some mistake. The woman, she's supposed to sit here, she comes up to me and she says, "Would you mind moving so I can sit with my husband?" And he's behind her, he's like... And I wanted to help him. But what am I going to say to his wife? Just, "No, I won't move." So I just got off the plane. I didn't go on the trip. And it took off and it hit the World Trade Center. So that was... you ever feel like you're going to fart and then instead you shit on your father's face? And everybody on the bus is like, "Hey, that's not appropriate." And you're like, "I thought it was going to be a fart." And they go, "Oh, all right then."
Because, look, my mom just died. She just died. That's how it works. By the way, for you young people, here's how life goes. One of your parents is going to die.
and the other one is just never gonna fucking die. And guess what? It's not the one you wanted. Nope.
You know, people hate child molesters so much. They hate them worse than murderers or anybody else.
Right.
So getting caught child molesting is just, that's the end.
That's the worst.
It's really the end of your life in every way. Your friends are gone. Whatever you had is gone.
Yeah.
Right? So, that's why a lot of kids that get molested get killed. Because it's like, once you whatever got you to the moment where you molested a kid.
Right.
Once you hit that moment, you're like, I can't let this kid go now, because I'm fucked if this kid goes home and tells anybody. So you kill the kid.
Right.
So the bit was that if we could hate child molesting a little less, we might get some kids back.
Wow, that is a brilliant thought.
If somebody could go say to themselves, all right, I molest, somebody could call you and go, hey, I molested your kid, you want him back after soccer, or do you want me to drop him off at this game? Doesn't he have any allergies I should know about? What I just said is true.
Right.
That if we hated child molesters less children would die.
Right.
I don't know what to do with that information.
You don't know where to go.
I don't know what to do with it. I can't make any
to the right place today. Yeah, this is the place to air those kinds of thoughts.
You know, like when you were in school, did you ever have when you were in school, when you were a kid, like fantasies about your parents dying so that you'd be really special in school? Like if your parents got killed, you'd go to school and they'd make an announcement, Joey's parents died today, so everybody, and all the cute girls would come up and go, are you okay? And stuff like that, which would never happen. They just walk up and you go, I'm still not gonna fuck you, you faggot. That's what would have happened. And that would have I would have jerked off to that and had a better time than if I fucked them. Seriously, to me. Some Catholics believe that contraception is murder. They think if you wear a condom, if you stop a sperm from getting to an egg, you killed a possible baby. By that logic, I could say that any woman that won't fuck me is a murderer. Let me tell you, there's a bunch of murdering bitches out there.
Well, FX took my series off. I don't know why.
What the fuck?
It's so weird. It was really successful.
Yeah.
And then they just made an arbitrary decision.
That's weird.
To just... I mean, I was baffled. I was like, guys, why? We're like, it's just the feeling we have. I was like, that's weird, guys.
Probably
like
a new CEO. They always do shit like that.
That's the thing. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
That there wasn't one, but maybe it's something like that.
Like 9/11, you had to end the sorrow and the anger and the rage and the sadness. You had to go, dude, fucking bullseye. Bullseye. One of my favorite stories about it was there was a documentary about it on PBS after, and they talked to, they tried once before with the truck bomb. So they interviewed a marshal, a federal marshal, who escorted one of the perpetrators of that first bombing to his trial in Manhattan. And they had him in a helicopter, and they're flying to the courthouse. So he's next to the prisoner. And they're flying right next to the World Trade Center.
My God, this guy.
And the federal guy, the Fed marshal, is just a cop. He says, I pointed at the buildings, and I said, you didn't get him, did you? And the guy just coldly said, we'll get him.
Wow.
They did. Those buildings are no longer there. Yes. They're no longer there. People talk about, like, don't eat dolphins when they're in the tuna. Pick out the dolphins, right? You gotta pick it out, like the raisins. But and like you ever go to shop for tuna and like it says dolphin safe and you kind of go like, yeah, but like somehow you think it's not going to be as good. Like I want to do the right thing, but it's probably kind of bland without the dolphin. But here's the thing, like why not kill and eat a dolphin? Why not? Oh, because well, no, I don't fucking get it. If you're a tuna, fuck you, we're eating you. So I don't really see the difference. And I think it's wrong to eat tuna and dolphin and cows and everything. But I eat them. I eat them all. Because I don't care that it's wrong. I totally think it's terrible, but that's not important to me, that it's terrible. So what if it's wrong? It tastes good. And I like the way it feels when I eat it, so fuck it. but I'm not going to pretend I'm doing something that's okay just because it doesn't think or something. So when I think about that, I think, yeah, so people die. What's the big deal? They're dead, and some of them might have been assholes. You don't know. I just want to say I'm not trying to say that if you're white, you can't complain.
Right.
I'm just saying that if you're black, you get to complain more.
Right.
Because you can't. There you go.
Don't tell the band that.
Because you can't, that's right. You can't take people's, like, historical context away from them. And everybody wants us to. Like, white people are always like, come on, it wasn't us. Like, they want black people to forget everything. Like, every year, white people add 100 years to how long ago slavery was. I've heard educated white people say slavery was 400 years ago. No, it very wasn't. It was 140 years ago. That's two 70-year-old ladies living and dying back to back. That's how recently you could buy a guy.
That's right.
And it's not like slavery ended and then everything has been amazing. Like it just...
I'm glad that's over.
Oh yeah, it just ended like a clean where you don't have to wipe. Just boom. And then it's just been parades and presents ever since. You gotta remember that if you meet a black person, they have gray hair, they remember a time they weren't allowed to use a certain toilet. So give them a little, time to be cranky. And by the way, white people have our own thing that stuff that we went through that hurt us that we have to cope with. Like when they took our slaves away, that was really hard for us, and we're still. So it's pretty even.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Did I win?
Did I win?
Did I win?
Did I win Foo Fighters tickets?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
Yes?
Did I win Foo Fighters tickets?
Did I win Foo Fighters tickets?
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. Yes?
Who's the winner?
Sandy.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
We have a winner.
Hello?
Do we have a winner?
Sandy. Hello? Sandy.
Hi.
What? Hello?
Sandy?
Yeah, this is Sandy.
George.
George.
What?
George.
We have a winner?
We do.
Oh, me.
Sandy. George.
Yes,
George.
Wait.
Sandy?
George.
I'm Sandy.
George.
Wait.
George?
George.
George. George.
92?
92.
92.
Foo Fighters.
Please.
Hello?
Tickets?
Hello.
Sandy.
Irving Plaza.
George. George.
I'm Sandy.
Sandy.
George?
Hello?
Winners? Tickets. Hello?
Irving Plaza.
92.
Foo Fighters.
Now.
Sandy?
Sandy.
George.
George.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Irving?
Irving Plaza?
AIDS.
Agnieszka. What's going on?
Right.
Suck blank for K-Rock? Suck.
What's going on?
Sandy?
Sandy. George.
George.
AIDS.
George, 92?
Hello?
George.
Lopez.
George, 92?
George 92.
Sandy, 92?
92 K-Rock.
Sandy.
Hello?
Sandy.
Wow.
Sandy.
Sandy.
Sandy. Sorry.
George.
George.
Sandy.
George.
George.
Yeah, George.
Sandy.
Oh, Sandy.
Oh, Sandy. George of the Jungle?
What just happened?
93.
Oh, George.
Oh, boy.
Hello?
George.
Yeah.
You didn't get the
Hello?
tickets. Sandy.
91.
Yeah. Sandy.
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Oh, Sandy.
What's going on? Please.
Foo Fighters. Irving Plaza. Sandy.
Suck cock for K-Rock.
Not.
George.
Not going.
George.
92.
So do you...
Hello?
Hello, I'm here. All I hear is a bunch of voices.
Sandy.
Tell me whether I want-
Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy.
Irving Plaza.
George.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters.
George.
Who's George?
Who is George?
I'm George.
I don't...
George.
Yeah.
91. Sandy.
Yeah.
93.
Oh, no, 92.
92. 92, Sandy.
So I did win.
Oh,
Sandy.
no.
Wow. Oh, but Sandy.
George.
Yeah.
George.
Irving Plaza.
Yes.
Foo Fighters.
Yes.
George. 92.
I'm 92.
George. 92.
George 92.
It's 92.
Awesome.
Sandy. 92.
Cup of
Dirt.
urine.
Damn.
Hickory Dickory.
Doc.
Cock?
George.
Yeah.
George.
Yeah.
Question.
Sure.
Jack be nimble.
Jack be quick.
No, sorry.
Oh, no.
No. Jack.
Sandy. Sandy.
Yes.
Hey diddle diddle.
All right, you could have just said I didn't win rather than keep me on the phone.
Oh.
Sandy.
Well,
I've got all day.
But, Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters, Sandy.
Foo Fighters.
Name a Foo Fighters song.
Or fucking Dave Grohl, man. I want
Oh.
Song, Sandy.
Song. A Foo Fighters song.
to. Oh, a song?
Yeah.
I guess Everlong.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
come on.
Wrong song.
Sorry. Sandy.
Yes.
92.
92.
George.
Yeah.
94.
94.
Minus 2 equals
92.
92, Sandy.
92. 92. 3.
K-Rock.
George.
Yeah.
Sandy.
What?